My name is Gabe Quaker, and I will be telling you about my grandpa, Ron Bechler. Ron is a hardworking man who has always been busy with work and projects, but no matter how busy he is, he always finds time to spend with his kids and grandkids. Ron Bechler was born in George, Iowa on October 7, 1951, to John C. Bechler Jr. and Ida L. Bechler. His eye color is green and his hair was blonde. He has 7 siblings, with 2 of them younger than him. There were 3 girls and 5 boys. His parents farmed and trucked for a living. Ron grew up in a 3 bedroom farmhouse in a rural neighborhood with friendly neighbors about 4¼ miles from George. He was responsible for feeding and milking the cows, turning the windmill on to water the cows, feeding chickens, and gathering eggs. He also hauled cobs in to burn in the cook stove, cut wood, filled the furnace with cobs, wood, and coal. His favorite toys were a wind-up bulldozer, his bow and arrow, and his BB gun. He had 2 dogs named Brownie and Peaches. Ron started school when he was 4 years old. He went to country school at Liberal Number 8 until 3rd grade. He started 4th grade at George Community School. His favorite subjects were shop and art. He either walked, rode bike, or went by car to get to country school. To get to school in town, he mostly rode the bus, but sometimes went by car. Some narrow escapes he had were when he fell from the rafters of the hog house and got knocked out. His brother Roger carried him all the way up to the house, where he later regained consciousness. He also got his hand in the corn picker, but he didn't lose any fingers. When he was a teen, he was mostly quiet and shy. For fun, they would ride around the loop, go to a movie, go to the races, or ride motorcycle. Some church activities he remembers are going swimming at the lakes, to Arnold's Park. He wrestled during his freshman year. The highlights were winning, but the worst memory he had was getting sick from being nervous. After graduation, he farmed for his dad for $750 a year. He met his wife Wanda while cruising the loop in George. One Sunday afternoon, he and a friend of his picked her and her friend up and rode around. A week later, they had their first date. Ron and Wanda were married on December 1, 1972. Their wedding color was purple. They spent their honeymoon in Sioux Falls in Mitchell, South Dakota. When they were first married, they lived in a trailer house on an acreage 2 miles west of George. In 1975, they bought an acreage on the east side of George for $12,000, and he still lives there. He had a 1964 Chevy Impala SS, and Wanda had a 1963 Chevy Impala. His cost about $175, and Wanda got hers for $125. On June 6, 1974, Ron and Wanda had their firstborn, Sonia. On June 18, 1978, they had a son, Chad. As they grew up, they enjoyed working together, holidays, and traveling together. Ron has enjoyed building things, fixing up cars, riding a motorcycle, hunting, fishing, and working on the house with his wife. He started working at Sudengay Industries in 1971 for $2 an hour. He started out welding parts for portable augers. After about 3 years, he became plant supervisor of the auger department. He was still welding parts and started designing new augers. After about 4 years, he became the plant supervisor, but didn't care for that job very much. After about 3 years of being the plant supervisor, they wanted to start a research and development department. They asked if he would be interested in working in that department, so he started doing that job in 1988. He has been working at Sudengay Industries for over 45 years and still working there. Ron has enjoyed times when he was able to get together with his siblings. One of his sisters, Mary, was killed in a car accident in 1996. The rest of his siblings are spread across the country, so it's very rare for all of them to get together at one time. Ron has 5 grandkids, ranging in age from 3 to 18. They all live near his home in George, so he has been very involved in their lives. When he was 50 years old, the doctors found a very serious heart defect that he had since he was a baby. He had to undergo several open heart surgeries over a 6-month period. They made corrections to his arteries and put in a mechanical heart valve. It took many months to recover from these surgeries. The worst day of Ron's life was when he found out his wife had cancer. Wanda passed away on January 10th, 2017. His favorite memories are all the family vacations he took. If he could go back and change something about his life, he would spend more time with family instead of working so much. Some important things he's learned is to enjoy the simple things in life, be faithful to God and the people you love, and work for what you get and be satisfied with what you have.